Tag everyone.
Hello, 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 and welcome to this evening's Grand Prix. You join myself, Lemony Tang, and Links in the commentary booth. This is the FRL Season 1 Formula 1 Round 5 Tier 1 from Bahrain Short. How are you doing, Links? How are things? It's nice to meet you and nice to have you in the commentary booth this evening.
Oh, it's amazing. We're in Bahrain. It's not the Bahrain you're thinking of. It's the short track. We got 100% race to go ahead, and let's just say things are going favourably for Emerson Hilton after winning that race last race.
Yeah, we see Emerson Hilton won the last one out there the last time with Dean Phelan behind him and Smalley in third. So them two are the three lads that I'll be looking out for now this qualifying session. But also, it'd be nice to see a few of the guys there battling these guys up in front for this pole position.
Yeah, we've got some really fast guys around. Emerson Hilton's absolutely amazing himself, and you've got Dean Phelan and Smalley, Big Balls Bowles, all of them just up there battling, and even the guys below that, they can be really fast on their day.
Definitely looking for some nice lap times here today. It is a short track. It is only 10 turns as you'd expect with this short track. It is a 3.7 kilometers though at 2.3 miles. So the lap times are sub 60 seconds, but how sub 60 seconds, that's what we're trying to find out in today's quali.
Yeah, who will go the fastest as well, because, there's... I've only commentated one other race around Bahrain Short, and that race was absolutely incredible. And I've raced around Bahrain Short in FTRF 2. That was a very nice race as well. It's all about not getting absolutely confused by the turn off to the right just after turn 2, because turn 3, the runoff you have are a few cones and some very mean-looking barriers. You don't want to be going over there.
The amount of times, myself included, let's be honest, and probably yourself too, in one of them online multi-races, you just, as you say, try to go straight down that main straight and you end up nearly doing a Grosjean. As we have a look here at Vapor, having a bit of a moment through the back of the track there, losing the rear end, no harm, no foul. He did keep it out of the wall, lucky for himself and Alfa Romeo, but these drivers are struggling out there at the moment, even at this early stage, Links.
Yeah, I'm surprised with that one, because it looks like he lost control even before what I call the dub, where I dub the death curb. Because you touch that curb on the inside and you're going around, and it's all up to your reactions at that point. How are you going to fare? How are you going to actually turn yourself away from a wall? And I'm guilty of crashing there multiple times, multiple different sessions. As we've got a few of the drivers coming through now. Renault team both pouring in 139s, very close to each other. That's a decent mark at the moment. The Sadistic King takes a 159 and Smalley takes a 158.3. So we're already sub 1 second. Well, 1 minute. It's now up to everyone else to match it or go faster.
The drivers are definitely out there at the moment. These times are coming in thick and fast, as you say. They're trying to get a banker lap in really at the moment. With such a short lap as well, they will run out of tyres. So there's almost a little bit too much time out there, as you see Smalley going up there in a 58.3 as well himself there. But we're trying to have a look at a few cars now at the moment, getting out there. Who are we looking at? Dare Luxie. We'll have a look at Dare Luxie here. He's on his first time lap at the moment, coming into, as we were saying, death corner there, Links. Just through the right hander now. How does he handle it? Rear end looking very stable. Luckily enough for himself there, keeping it nice with the track limits there as well. He might be on a warm up lap. So yeah, these times are coming in Not as thick and fast as we were thinking now, to be fair, but nonetheless there is a few cars out on track. There looks into 4th position there in a 58.9. Not too bad from the boys there up the front. They mightn't be too happy with them once the rest of the cars finish their lap times, but at the moment anyway they will see them through the Q2. And we're on board of Tim Gooey in the AlphaTauri right now, coming through this section here that cuts across the 2 sections of the main track back onto the back straight now. DRS open with Tim Gooey coming into this left-hander. Important to keep the minimum apex speed with a little bit of a lock up there, not too bad. Nicely done, running out on the exit there, lining up this right-hander. Very nicely done. The car looks stable as Anton through there, to be honest too.
Gui is an absolute master behind the wheel. I've commentated on him once before, and he's up there with the rest of them, honestly. He's so fast on his day. When he makes no mistakes, he's a bullet. As you see him go 5th as well, just to reinforce my point. Yeah, we're definitely going to see a few really fast drivers all battling it as well, because it's a shorter track. There's going to be less margin for error, so the times are going to naturally be closer together. You might even get the same time as someone else. You never know, we'll just have to see.
Jeez, could you imagine having a Jerez now, 3 of the top pole lads all in the same lap time? One can only wish all our Christmases would be all in one basket if that happened. Because we're looking at Rossi now, through the last corner, coming down the main straight. What's he going to do for his first banker lap? 14th into 11th on a 59.1, so there's definitely room for improvement for himself there. He could have got caught out by the traffic, but we'll see what the stewards have to say later. The Renault behind does seem to be on a lap, but he's getting held up by Rossi now, so maybe the favour's just being returned a little bit. No love lost between the two lads there anyway. Yeah, they're both entitled to the track if they are on a lap, so we'll stick on board with the guys at the moment. Tekken it is there in the Renault, trying to set a lap time. He's down in 15th on a 59.4.
Yeah, he's got Rosie to worry about, and when Rosie doesn't spin, she's also well on her pace. One of the fastest female racers that I've seen, and yeah, on her day she's well up there. That's why we're all in tier 1 at the moment. She might be in 14th at the moment, but she's still only a second or so across. Hello Liverpool fan 2020 in the chat, welcome along, nice to see you. And we have Lucas Warming, known as Lucas Castle. He keeps on getting kicked out. If you'd like any more invites, just let us know.
Well, that's not good for Lucas. Hopefully he'll be able to get that technical difficulty sorted. Thanks for correcting me there. It's Rosie, not Rossi. So we'll keep an eye on her now for the rest of this Grand Prix as well. Glad to see the females getting represented through the racing. We have a look now. Who's on an outlap now at the moment? We need TTV on an outlap now. He's down in 18th. Warming them tyres
Yeah,
up.
he hasn't set a lap at the moment though, so you could see him go right to the top if you're not careful. And because it is a short track as well, you might see everyone come out at the end. I know it's only Q1 at the moment, so nobody really wants to risk it. But if you get held up on your flying lap around this track, you're not gonna gain that time back up in the final few minutes. Your tyres aren't gonna last it. You might have half a track less, but you still need to.
This is a track, because it's so short, Links, as you say, the marginal gains all add up to a big difference at the end. 1/10 here is worth about 4/10 in Spa. You know what I mean? So at the same time, the drivers do need to be on it. They need to have a good lap, because it's such a short lap. There's not much time to give away.
Yeah, we've got Liverpool fan in the chat. He's sitting in P1 waiting for James to give him something to worry about in Tier 3. I hope you all the best, everyone who is watching and is in the Tier 3 race. As TTV goes second with a 158.294, amazing job. He just pulls off to the side to let the faster cars go as well, which is exactly what you want to see. Good sportsmanship there.
If you're looking at this there, Links, there's only a second between first and 14th at the moment. So 1 second between first and 14th, and the bottom 5 are getting knocked out in this qualifying one. So this is a really competitive field, as you'd expect, with Tier 1 lads and lassies out there giving it all their all. But we're looking down here at Dan Murphy in 17th, Stio in 18th, Lucas in 19th, and
Di Miles, 33, holding up the Welsh guys. Hello, Di, if you're watching. For anyone that isn't Welsh, Di basically means Daniel, something like that. So,
right, yeah. I'll try and remember Dan, but Di is the name for that guy.
Just say Di, that's his name, or just say Miles, that's probably easier.
I think people fail to warn me about the Welsh names in this one now, you know. That's a bit of a trap set for me, but sure, look.
Yeah. Well, you could have a trap going to North Wales at I'm gonna absolutely mince this now. You could be going there.
Well,
in fact, I have been there. It's a nice place.
That is certainly a mouthful in fairness. I'm not even going to attempt to go there. Save my dignity. What little I have left. Dan Murphy, as we said, Stio, Lucas and Di are the ones in the pressure zone at the moment, as well with Nivi after setting a lap time though, and Rosie. So it'll be interesting to see how these guys and girls can improve in this second round of the qualifying one session.
Yes, we've got 6 minutes left now, and yeah, we've the Mitchell Agius is in the chat. Knock you in your head with my stick. My stick is better than bacon. What's up, Lemony? So you've got a fan.
Yeah, my stick is better than bacon. That's what that one means.
Comment. I'm not gonna comment. What I am gonna comment on though is how Nivi is on another fast lap. And,
Dan Murphy's after retiring. Sorry to cut in front of you there, Links.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether he just retired in the pits or something there, but Nivi's just like half off the track there, and yeah, he's got to improve his time. The Alfa Romeo's just managed to get out of his way. He might have a Ferrari and a McLaren to worry about if he ends up going that fast now. I'm not sure whether he will. Just about come past turn 9 and turn 10 around this track. Turn 10 not really being a turn, let's be honest, and he goes 16th still. That was only 8 thousandths off.
Nivi, he's definitely pushing hard anyway. He's trying to get himself up and over that line. Put Rosie under pressure with 4 minutes and 25 seconds-ish left in the session. Everyone needs to get out there now at the moment. If you're anywhere within a 58.8, I think you need to be worrying, to be quite honest with you, with such a small amount of time between everyone near the bottom there.
Yeah.
Di is on a lap at the moment in the Ferrari, coming down to the last corner now. What can he do? Can he get out of the drop zone? To the last corner now. All he can do now is accelerate and concentrate on the DRS. Bang, there it is. Across the line, he's in the 16th, so still not good enough, but he still has time for a warm down lap and another go as well if he can.
Yeah, there's 2 drivers off at the end of the lap here. Yeah, that's the Ferrari. Not sure what's going on there, but something's Something's
Alpha-
definitely happened over
Vapor
there.
Hayden is out of the
Vapor
qualifying
Hayden
as
is
well.
out, and that's the person over there. I'm not sure whether the Renault was actually had damage by maybe hitting him or just going over to say hello. Yeah, we just gotta wait for the last few drivers now to try and set a lap. Dan Murphy is he's retired from the session, so the two people who can realistically actually set a time at the moment is Stegeo and Lucas Picasso. Lucas is having internet issues that might not go into anything, and it wasn't the Renault's fault down at the final corner. It seemed that Vapor just retired himself.
Oh, okay. Well, it looked like there was a bit of damage into the last corner, but anyway.
Yeah, there was two cars down there, but we'll take your word for it. Ryan.
So we're looking at these cars still in the pit lane. Steu, Lucas, they all need to get out there. Nivy as well if he can.
I thought there was some movement there's some movement from the Ferrari garage. It's either Di Miles or Lucas Picasso. It is Di Miles. So he'll be going out for his final runs, just trying to get into Q2 at the moment.
Rosie's out
we're not seeing
now at the moment, same as Fav.
Yeah, Stegeo, we're yet to see anything from him.
Let's stick on board with Rosie here because she seems to be the one now who's closest to the drop zone, who's just about to start her lap now. So big pressure for Rosie to try and get out of this qualifying one session, but we'll see how she gets on coming down into the last corner. Important to get a good run out, a good exit here because you carry that extra speed down the main straight here, get the DRS open. Now, nice little straight here across the start finish line, down into the braking zone here. Important to pick out your braking zone. Don't run it too deep, but don't brake too early either and compromise your speed through the corner. Now, around this cross section that joins the track together, back onto the back straight now, DRS open. We're already halfway through the lap, believe it or not, everybody. She is 1.13 tenths up on her lap time, so she is improving, and them tenths can make a big difference around here. Through death corner she goes, looking planted. Oh, she's a little bit wide, but she keeps it just about within the boundaries. Maybe compromised her exit out of the second last corner, but she's nearly 2
she's
tenths
still
up.
going. She's still a fad. I think I saw that pop up. She had a fastest sector 2.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that she's not going to be. She's not
the
going to be
line.
dropped in the final few seconds. She goes 10th, so she's well safe. The two people under danger zone. Well, the 3 people under danger zone at the moment are Vapor Hayden, who's retired, Nivy, and Di Miles.
So
Di Miles is on his lap, and Nivy is also on his lap. So these will be the final laps for them as Di Miles comes across. Just doesn't hit that death curb, and he's on the back straight. Nivy, he's coming across now up to there, but all focus on Di Miles as he comes across the line with a AlphaTauri just behind him going into the pit, and he puts himself into 16th, so just not enough.
Only into 16 for Di Miles, as you say. So Nivy is the only person out there now who can improve on their time to maybe knock someone out through the last corner. He goes crossing the line now.
And he just
into
goes 16th again.
So close, but yet so far, Links, that he's just about, but just didn't make it. So that's it then. That's qualifying 1 over with Nivy, Di Miles, Dan Murphy, Stu, and Lucas being knocked out of qualifying 1.
Yeah, fair play by Emerson Hilton, TTV03 Dixon, and Smalley for being the top 3 in qualifying 1. That might not actually mean much in the grand scheme of it, but you've got to remember that this is this is still anyone's game because everyone's actually within the second who's set a lap anyway. The fastest time we've had is a 1:58.0. The slowest time we've had is a 59.1.
It's amazing consistency throughout the field, throughout the grid.
I'm just checking whether anyone's made the same lap time so far. There's some close ones, but no one quite yet. I think they're keeping it for Q3.
Oh, there really is there. 9th and 10th within a thousandth of a second.
Yeah, that's Rosie and Tim Gui. Rosie is, again, one of the better people in the league. She can really push herself, and it's a really good start to try and get more females into actually league racing as well, because it's an all-inclusive sport online.
Yeah,
I will tell you that 1,000th of a second might actually mean qualifying 3 is going to be a bit harsher.
Oh, it definitely is. Qualifying 3 is gone. This is the qualifying session now, Q2, where we're going to see the closest times to getting through into Q3. It's going to be a really close part of the session. But as you say there, Rosie flying the flag there for the women drivers out there. There is a couple of leagues as well just for them. I've seen them around Facebook, but always the more the merrier. And it just goes to show, though, it doesn't matter about age, race, whatever the case may be, your sex. It's all about your lap time and how you drive on track, and that's what's the most important thing in motor racing.
Yeah, you definitely want to have fun when you're out there, and fun's one of the things that everyone seems to be having in any league I'm going to. There's always people who are in the same situations as you. Maybe they might even be just around your skill level, and you just have no idea, because you're not going to be racing everyone in the world, really, are you? You're gonna be against people who are around your skill level. Usually, you are into tiers where you are going to be competitive and not just lose confidence.
Well, myself personally,
yeah.
it's always nice as well. Like, so yeah, if you're in and around mid tier, you know you can improve, as you say, but then as well as that, you're battling around people with the same skill levels. And then when you look at people in the tier 1, then you know how fast a car can go, so you know there is time to improve. But to jump back onto your point there, Links, it is all about having fun, and it is all about having the crack. But I will have to say, I always have fun with this game until about 0.5 of a second before I'm careering into the wall. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that frustrates me.
Yeah, we don't like walls, especially when you launched from the death curve into it.
Oh, stop the lights.
I've seen many variations of that. Let's hope we don't see any now.
I've done that from 3rd position in my league race there. Lap 1 around, she went into the wall. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
but
well,
anyway,
walls aren't your friend.
No, they are not. Not at
last
all.
Corner at China, don't go side by side. You're gonna end up, if you're on the inside, you're in a wall.
We're on board.
I've learned that.
Oh, we all have, man. We all have, and I'm sure we won't learn from our mistakes in that one either. We will again. Becco is coming through onto the back straight now. The lap times, these guys are just going to start putting them in. I think Statistic King is the first car on track, but we'll keep on board at Becco at the moment. Coming up into death curve now. Keeping it a wide berth, as you like to do. Nicely done. On a set of mediums as well, so they're going to try and get through on the mediums, but with them super sticky softs, it might tempt a few other people out there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much slower the mediums actually are against the softs as well. Sadistic King sets his first lap, and Becco's now coming around on his mediums to set about 2 tenths of a second off. So it obviously is a short track. Maybe higher delta might not mean too much either.
It won't mean too much, but it will on acceleration through them slow corners and then fast bits there as well. So, about a 58.5. There we go with Tekken. The Tekken there. So there's a lot of people out there on mediums, right? And what I find is, if you're anywhere from 5th down in qualifying 3, you need to put a set of softs on. You know what I mean? And that's the bottom line. Otherwise, you're wasting time out there on track on your mediums when you're going to have to set a set of softs on anyway.
Yeah, you've got to be careful though. At the start of the session, a lot of the people who are on mediums now, they might be setting their fastest time in the session on a new pair of softs. So the medium runners at the moment, they would be qualifying to start the race on softs, as those actually on the softs. As the track evolves, you're going to see them go on to the medium. So there's tons of strategy at play at the moment.
It's all about the strategy game though, and this as well. During the race, these guys will have to come up with like safety cars and things like that will change the complexity of the race. Just gonna have a quick look back on my notes here, qualifying 1 results, because I was gonna check something out there. How much time was between first and 10th? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. So, first and 10th, there's only 6 tenths between them. And it was a 58.0 for Emerson in that one. And then it was Tim Gould down in 10th on a 58.7. So 58.7 is the cut-off point you'd expect from qualifying 1. And everyone bar first and second will need to come out in a set of softs, theoretically, I think.
Yeah, you've definitely got to be careful. There's the 2 Mercedes teammates they're double stacking at the moment, just trying to get into the pits, and that's going to be frustrating for Rosie, as the team just don't have the space to get both cars in at the same time. You want to be out there as much as possible, really, but you don't want to be breaking tyres at the same time. And at the moment, you're going to see most of the drivers just on their in-laps, going into the pits, and we may not see much activity. There is, however, a Renault that's coming out. I think that's Favi Feenum on a bit of a better track, and I think you'll see him go a bit faster. He's in clean air. Nobody's on the track, so there's not really anyone to get in his way.
That's mad. Everyone, as you say, is in the pit lane now apart from Favi, so that's a great bit of timing for himself because we can't talk about anyone else. Favi's down in 13th right now. He's on a set of mediums though. I don't know if that's the right call if you ask me. But to get back onto your point with Rosie earlier on as well with the time side of things, because it is such a short lap, I don't think she'll be too stressed about it, considering they only have a limited amount of tyres anyway to see them through these qualifying sessions. So Favi has come out now. He must have been staying ham and cheesy in the garage, letting everyone else, as you say, do their first runs. And now he's coming out of the last corner now to start his lap. Do you want to take this one, Lynx?
I will. Going up to 1, you're gonna be about 205, 210 miles an hour. Late braking into 1. Then you've got to flick it quickly into turn 2, and turn 3 you've got to cut through the track onto the mini curb, and then just try and maximize your exits. Just don't want to hit anything. Got to hit the DRS at the right point as well, because it's a very short DRS straight. Just going up, you want to be straddling that curve on the entry. Now going into death curb, you don't want to be touching that. You want to be going as close as possible, taking the runoff and just taking a nice easy line through turn 8, now coming through to turn 9 and 10. Turn 10 not really being an issue. And yeah, just all about the acceleration, but the acceleration is even more important. And he does a 159.727.
So if I was Fabi though as well, I'd nearly be going again, because the mediums do give a nice bit of softness through their second lap. In fairness, if he still has the car and fuel underneath him, it'd be worth it.
Yeah,
but
it looks like he is going for a second lap. Big Bull's Bowles, he hasn't came out the pits yet. And we're getting information in that the soft and medium delta is about 0.72 seconds a lap. That obviously depends on driver, however. Some drivers might actually prefer the mediums.
Well, if we're led to believe that, though, if Fabi was on a set of softs, then he'd be right smack bang in about 6th, 7th position.
Yeah, you've got to be very mindful, however, that if you don't set a better time on the mediums, you are going to be on those softs for the start, and that could possibly compromise a bit of strategy that maybe you're trying to do. Because starting on harder tires, if you're on a cooler track, then you actually want your hards because there's not too much temperature out there anyway. But if you manage to have a really hot track for the actual race, you're going to be seeing drivers favour soft and mediums, possibly doing a medium soft or a soft medium.
Just on board with J Law now at the moment. There, he's trying to improving his lap time, but yeah, the tyre strategy is going to be a major one for the Grand Prix. Again, I don't know. With the safety, if there's going to be a safety car or two during this thing, I'm not trying to say on them with the league there, but just with a couple of incidents and accidents could throw the cats amongst the pigeons with the strategy, and you don't know where you're at then, really, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just going to be looking through the most wins by a constructor at the moment around the usual Bahrain layout is 6. So they've done a really great job around here previously.
J-Law into first there on a softs there. Sorry to cut in front of you there, Lynx.
Yeah, that was only 200ths faster than Tech and True Ogre as well. So everyone is still so close together, and I'm yet to see that same lap time. Yeah, so the most wins by a driver around this track is Sebastian Vettel as well. So Ferrari have dominated this in the past, but at the moment, so you won't. Well, let's be honest, one of the drivers was having a bit of connection issues, but the other driver, he was so close to getting through, and Ferrari could pull a really good one here. It all depends on... It just 100% depends on whether they're risking first lap. As everyone's in now except from Bantoft, with 3.5 minutes to go. So Big Balls Bowles is out actually, and Favi, both of them on top.
I think so this is the lull a little bit in qualifying, where everyone just doesn't have enough tyres to go out to set a representative lap time. They could go out on old tyres, but sure, what's the point in that?
Yeah, if you go into Q3, you're going to be given an extra set of softs. So if you've got a spare set of softs in the garage, now's the time to use them.
Emerson Hilton there in a set of mediums is looking very safe at the moment.
Yeah, he's one of the faster drivers. He won last race in Zandvoort. Absolutely amazing time. I'm on board with Big Balls Bowles at the moment. He's coming around the track split, and he's yet to set an actual representative lap time. He's the admin in team, so we want something from him, don't we? He's coming up now. He's going to be approaching Death Curb. Just touches the paint. That's what you want to be doing. And coming around to the straight now. He wants to be in the top 10, final 10 to go into the shootout Q3. He's coming around the final corner with 50 seconds left to go and just loses a bit of traction into 10. But he still goes third, so he's got a lot of pace on him.
That's a good lap time. With that rear stepping out as well, it definitely would have cost him at least 2 or 3 tenths coming up to the line. Yeah,
Favi Phenum's now on the side of softs. He's coming around the final corner now. So we may be seeing a proper representative lap time as he goes 9th. Just knocking Tim Gui in 11th currently. But he's also on an outlap on a new set of softs, and we've seen that he's around Rosie's pace. Where's Rosie at the moment? She's in 14th, but
Just
there's
starting a lap,
plenty
though.
more time to find.
Or she just finished the lap, I think, as well.
Yeah, she may be going around for another one. We don't quite know. The ERS is fully open, so she seems to be giving it full beans. She goes 5/10 faster, so I think this is her representative lap time now. This might actually be her first one. She might have been on an out lap. But she's coming around now just to the top by the death curb. And
Lovely
yeah,
line
it's a
through
lot
there.
of acceleration again. Amazing line, and 0.8 faster, faster at the moment, fastest in the second sector. Just gotta make sure she doesn't step out of the line in the final corner. She's
gonna
she's gonna be up there.
Chasing these guys up the top there. Into 5th she goes.
Yeah, she's knocked Sadistic King down now. Sadistic, if you're watching this while on your own stream, mate, bring the elbows out.
Well, I think he might have heard you because he's coming around the second last corner and now he's lining up. He's 2/10 down. He's on a set of mediums though, but he's lining up hopefully for another run here.
Yeah, he's on low fuel, but
Ooh,
with
Toomey goes pole there with a 58.4. No, Statistics out. He's in.
He's in, he's out, he's shaking it all about, and he doesn't improve his lap time. He's going to be starting 12th.
Just gonna
In fact,
say there.
We've got our bottom 4 in Q2.
Just gonna say there, Smalley is in 10th position, just about snuck in there, but Favi Phenom there in 11th, Sadistic King in 12th, Liam and Becco in 14th. So they're the drivers knocked out in this qualifying 2 session.
Yeah, Becca was only out there for a 1 lap on softs. You could have pulled that out a bit more if he went out a bit earlier. And we've got a question from Lucas Pulcastle. Pulcastle. What are the odds of him getting points starting from last? I'd say 10 and 18. 10 out of 18, possibly. Maybe
points.
even less because of DNFs.
Getting points he wants to get. Well,
He's got a good task in the race, I think.
I reckon if he gets a clean first lap and then there's a safety car halfway through, I think he'd be able to get it. You know, because with the field spread from the first couple of laps there, he'd be a bit behind the leaders definitely anyway, and then maybe from 6th to 10th downwards he'd be a little bit behind them as well. So, you know, it's just the field spread really he'd want to be watching out for, and if there's a safety car, hey ho, of course he'd be able to get points. Be expecting that now.
Yeah, there's again, there was only a second splitting everyone in Q2, and I think it might now we're down to 10. Smalley just went down a bit too late, but and couldn't do a lap. But luckily he was able to go through. And Liam said he fancied starting in the midfield. I don't know why you'd want that, but I guess you've got to hide the fact that your Racing Point is actually a Mercedes.
At least it's not Monaco.
Oh, if he was starting in the midfield at Monaco, I would have no hope for him.
Now that would be a race to get points from the back. That would be impressive. I know any drive to get points in these tiers, I'm telling you, is definitely impressive to me. All these lap times today, I'd be lucky and happy to get myself. You know what I mean? So these guys are definitely showing us how to take these lines and take this track.
Yeah, we've got some absolutely amazing drives, and we got 12 minutes. Do we? Yeah, we have 12 minutes. The timing screen was just saying some laps then. I was questioning that. Yeah. We've got 12 minutes now for the top 10, which are Smalley, Rosie, Emerson Hilton, Durluxy, Tingui, TTV Dixon, Bantoft, Lowy, Big Balls Bowles, and Tekken. Which one do you think will be on pole at the moment?
I'm gonna go with Tim Gooey.
If I was to pick, I think I'd go with. Oh, is a. But I'd like to say that we will see Big Bull's bowels up here, because
Nice.
he's only been out to do. He's only been out to do actual qualifying laps for like 2 or 3 laps at a time. He hasn't been out there really to take control of track evolution. I think if he does do that now, he's gonna be in for a well good shot. I mean, the longer you're out there, the longer you know exactly where you need to improve on your lap times as well. Even if he just goes out there on a banker lap with an old set of tyres, I'd say go for it.
Yeah, get the eyes in, get used to that braking point, get that extra bit of muscle memory for the turn-ins.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a Great British queue at the moment going into turn 9.
Well,
just a Red Bull and a Renault, just don't want them to get mixed up in each other.
Don't mind them. We got Bantov on a lap at the moment, going through the section of the track there, back onto the back straight. He is purple as you would expect, being the first car on the track, but we'll go with it anyway. Shoot that left-hander now into the death corner. Stick away, keep away. Nicely done. Sweeping the car into this right-hander now, the second last corner. Keep the minimum apex speed up as always. Now the last sector is just a corner. It's just a corner, 2 straights in a corner. That's all you need to worry about. He's through the corner now. The last corner, and the DRS is wide open. He just needs to boot it to the line. And what did he get? 58.6.
That's already bettering his Q2 lap time, I'm sure. And Emerson Hilton puts down a
1:57.9.
Yep, I think we're going to see everyone be within about the range we've just seen then.
Decking across the line, Smalley at 58.2. Then TV Dixon in 58.2. I'm telling you, Emerson Hilton on a 57.911. Somebody call the fire department, because he is ablaze. That's some lap time right there. Everyone needs to have a look at that and check their telemetry, because they'll need to find something.
Yeah, Rosie's coming around now, and for actual lap, I'm pretty sure we saw her come across, but that might have just been an invalidated one. But she's got a tow of a car in front. That's a Haas or a... No, that's Timgui in front, actually, and as long as Timgui doesn't get in the way, I think Rose is going to very much appreciate that slipstream. Just touching that death curb, just staying out the way, and if Timgui isn't on a lap, I'd say get out the way. There he goes.
Nice to see everyone
Rosie,
giving
I
each
think,
other
is going
room.
to have a really good lap time at the moment. She's been given plenty of slipstream on the back straight. I'd say she's going for a very fast one. Even if it is a 150, a 159, no, a 59.1.
It might have got held up with a bit of traffic there.
Yeah, maybe just a bit of dirty air from the car in front instead of slipstream.
Here's my guy, Timgui, on board with him now. He's behind Rosie on track. Is she going to repay the favour? It looks like she might do through these sections. She mightn't be happy with that, in fairness. She's doing exactly the same thing. Why not? Tit for tat. That's what you get.
Yeah, no, both of them are on fast laps. You can go 2 full laps here without actually doing anything, as Timgui takes a very interesting line to invalidate his lap there.
He has invalidated. So these two mightn't be... They might be a little bit hot under the collar with each other right now, because they are not giving each other racing room. Definitely not right now. Rosie's trying to pull to the inside. Oh, gee, everyone's getting a bit spicy. It's not even racing yet, people. Leave it out.
Yeah, Big Ball's bowels, he's not on traction control, so he'll be having quote-unquote bad laps, according to Tekken. But if you just grasp what you need for traction around here, I think you've got to actually appreciate it. You're gonna get good laps with no traction. That's probably why he's up here in Tier 1 to begin with. He's just so good at just finding the grip. And if we're not on about Big Balls Balls, I am terribly sorry.
No. Sorry, I'll be looking at Tim Gooey here. My bad.
Yeah, Big Balls Balls just hasn't set a lap yet. Tim Gooey is coming around for his timed lap now with 1:58. That is a 3:18.
Right, I'm going to be back in a minute if that's alright with yourself.
That's no problem. So strategy, we're looking for a two-stop or a one-stop. It's a shorter track. Normal Bahrain, you're looking for a 1 to 2 stop. Now you've cut out half of the track. I think you've got some pretty good actual. I think you've got a bit better on the tyre wear. So everyone now they're either in the pits or they're just going around for a few more laps trying to rubber the track up for their finals. Emerson Hilton in the pit. TT Dixon, Tekken in the pits. Deluxy and Rosie in the pits. The teammates doing really well. They're really close to each other. And Tim Gui is also going to be coming into the pits. And there's only 4 cars actually on track at the moment. That's one of the Mercedes that's going out now. That's Deluxy. Big Balls Bowles is going around for his lap since it's slightly quiet with 4.5 minutes to go. Smalley's on the track. And a few people on outlaps. So it'll be interesting to see who can do what as Jay Lowy comes across the final turn to start his lap. I'll be giving you updates while you can't see anything at the moment. So Smalley is the fastest person out there at the moment, who is on the track. And Big Balls Bowles goes in with a 1:58.344 to take 5th place. Rosie has a bit of time to gain. The spread on the times are a bit more at the moment. Everyone on softs, everyone's finding their true speed. And Lowy is 2/10 up on his previous time coming across Sector 3. So I'll be giving you updates on the time that he does as well. As he doesn't do a lap. Yeah, he invalidated at the final corner actually. Big Balls Bowles is on the final corner. He's coming up to the final corner. He's going to be coming around, just doesn't want to squirrel around. He's going an absolutely amazing exit, but that's because he's not going fast. He's in 5th at the moment. He wants to keep it that way by the looks, with 2 minutes 50 to go. Deluxe is on his fast lap. And he comes across the line with a 1:59.138, so he goes slower than his previous time. But he's got a few more laps on those new soft tyres to actually pull around and get a decent lap in. Everyone coming out on that laps now with just about 2 minutes to go. Is going to be very interesting to see what everyone does. Fastest sector 1 from Dürtler. As he comes across to the death curb. Doesn't touch it, that's a good idea not to. Goes around the final corner in sector 2, coming around the sort of side straight. That is 0.38 off his lap at the moment, coming around the corner.
Looks like I timed it right.
And he's at a 1:58.68. So everyone's coming out now for the last 1.5 minutes, and everyone wants to get out of the way, or they want to go fast.
Tekken Tourist just coming through the last corner now to finish off his lap time. We were having a look at it there on the break. DRS is wide open, thanks very much. Into 4th position he goes. So not too bad from himself there. Who else is out there in the lap? There's Banto. He's just finished starting a lap now. Or finished it.
I think he's finished one of his laps. He's going on to another fast lap now with about a entire lap's worth of actual racing out there. So everyone who's in this like mid sector 2 to sector 3, they're looking actually going around for one final fast lap.
I think Big Balls is starting a lap now. He has to do something. He was on an out lap there, so down into the braking zone he goes into turn 1. Nicely done. A little bit squirrely on the exit, but not too bad. Had to be patient with the throttle there. Now into this crisscross section. He looked a little bit wide, but he didn't invalidate. Lucky him. Onto the back straight now. DRS is wide open. Halfway through the lap, as we say already. Into this left-hander now. Coming up the hill. Oh, he's backed off. I think he's backed off. He has indeed. He has backed off. So who else is behind him then? Rosie is on a lap. Rosie's up on her own. Yeah,
Rosie's coming around past Def Curb at the moment. She's gone into 8th currently.
She's coming down the second last straight now. Coming into the last corner. Can she improve? Deciding not to take the esports line there. But through the last corner anyway, DRS is wide open. Can she improve? She has into 7th. That's a great lap time from herself. Oh,
Jay Lowy just goes into 4th as well with a 158.251.
Jay Lowy, there we go. But where's the boys here? Emerson Hilton has done a 57.6. 57.6.
Play. I don't think anyone's touching him.
No, TTV
Big
is pulling in.
Tekken is out of his lap, and TTV is on his in lap as well. So that would be a grid for
the grid.
Today's Tier 1 race.
That is a great qualifying session from all the drivers involved. Very entertaining from everybody there. Emerson Hilton takes the pole position from TTV. Dixon in 2nd. And Smalley in 3rd. But then we've got Jay Laura in 4th and the rest of them pulling up. We'll have a look at them now in a second. But Lynx, that was a great qualifying nonetheless.
Oh yes. I'm still trying to go over how close together everyone is. Everyone in Q3 within a second, everyone in Q2 within about a second, and everyone in Q1 about a second. Anyone's race. I'd say this is anyone's race.
It's going to be an interesting one altogether. As I was calling out everyone there, we got Jay Lawler in 4th, Tekken in 5th, Tim Gooey in 6th, Big Balls in 7th, Rosie in 8th, Banto in 9th, and Derlux down in 10th. So that's the top 10 for the race. That should be coming up any time now. I'm not sure, is there a formation lap there, Lynx, or is this just going to go straight into the race, I wonder?
I'm just as unfamiliar as you are with the rules. We'll soon find out, though.
Yeah, we will. 100%.
If any of the drivers would like to, say in the chat, that'd be great. If you could tell us the weather as well, that'd be lovely. I want to see if there's rain tonight. I mean, there's not at the moment, but there might be.
It doesn't look like it. It is a desert, but they do need to bring the wet tires just in case.
See a cloud or two.
It'd be gas if it started raining.
If you thought they were close in the dry, you've got nothing to see yet with the wet. I think they're going to be a little bit more spread out, but it's all up to everyone's actual. It's up to everyone's traction control and their built-in traction control in their legs, whether they can just stay off throttle in the rain. But we've got about 10 seconds now until the start of either the formation lap or the actual race. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, well, it always is. Bahrain always throws the cat amongst the pigeons and gives us some good wheel-to-wheel action. And with the short track, it's pretty much just taking out all the twisty, tight bits and giving us the dive bomb bits.
Yeah, they're giving us the better bits for overtaking, I'd say, apart from the actual turn 4.
Oh, we see Lucas is left. There we are.
We are on a formation lap.
Yeah, on the formation lap. That's great news. Gives us a bit of time to warm up the tyres there. The drivers need to get a bit of temperature into them with such a short track. There isn't many opportunities, so let's see how they go. Interesting to see though that the top 3 are starting on mediums. And then
think we've got a bit of a good race on strategy ahead of us.
Had a few contact in the back, but that's to be expected with such a tight couple of corners back there.
Yeah, that's only 2 of the drivers out of the formation lap, and that's going to compromise them into turn 1 and 2, but I don't think it's going to compromise them any more than that, to be honest. The brakes are going to heat up those tyres more than the track, I think. Especially the first few corners, though.
With this being, there's the 2-stop strategy there at the bottom, so we're expecting that from most drivers today. But being it's such a short track, this is actually 100% race distance with 57 laps. So these drivers will have to keep their concentration and their front wings in order.
Yeah, we're about 60-70% of the actual lap records for the race held by Michael Schumacher in 2004 with a 1:30.252. We've already smashed that on the short track, and we've got plenty of action to come. Runners go into their boxes on the start-finish straight. Everyone's so close together. So I don't think there's going to be much of a wait on to actually start the lights.
Don't think so, as you say. The drivers are lining up now. They're ready and raring to go. The engines are there, ticking over nicely. Just waiting for the lights to start going off. Everyone doing the last bit of setups now. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Bit of a long hold there for sure, and they're away from the starting line. It seems to be a good start from the front row. Everyone seems to be line astern at the moment. A bit of argy-bargy in the back there. Racing Point diving it down the inside, going for the race lead, but I think he's after outbreaking himself definitely into there. Everyone seems to be getting away nicely. The Racing Point rejoining there, creating a bit of a bottleneck near the back. We got a Mercedes diving it up the inside of someone as well, but clean enough so far, it looks like, Lynx.
Yeah, it's amazing because we already have Vapor Hayden, who's made up 6 positions, Yeo, who's made up 7, and Smalley's overtaken TTV Dixon on the first lap. Looking at the times at the moment, completely pressured by Tekken, who's being pressured by Tingui behind. Everyone's so close together. There's just going to be massive trains. There's going to be Lucas Pulcastle is not going to be able to rejoin the race.
Tree wide.
He's going to be watching with us though. The Mercedes looks like he's paused or something.
These drivers still trying to settle themselves after the first lap. A few dive bombs into the first corner. The Avatari and a Red Bull as well up the inside of a Haas. It's getting too tight down into there. Some nose cones might be getting a bit of end plate damage.
Yeah, we don't want to see damage around here. The Dev Curb's bad enough for a few. Yeah, we don't want to see Dev Curb too.
No, we don't. An Avatari up the Alfa Romeo up the inside of a Williams there to the left-hander before that curve. So nicely done from himself too.
Yeah, that was Vapor Hayden on Antoff. Vapor, he had a bit of a bad time in qualifying, but he seems to have avenged himself at the moment. 7 positions up, and Rosie to lock down and try and overtake. Predictive strategy for a few of the runners. For a few of the people on the soft, we're looking for a soft medium or for a soft to medium, or soft medium, or maybe even soft hards. It's all up to what the drivers actually prefer.
Great.
As there's one driver in the pits at the moment already, that's Dan Murphy in the Red Bull. Not quite sure what happened there.
I think we've seen him going up the inside into turn 1 there, losing a bit of front wing, or there's definitely some dodgy situation going on anyway. But we're looking back there through the field. We're looking at Vapor Hayden right now with 7 positions gained off the start, and Steo as well down in 11th with 8 positions. So a great start from them guys. Looks like Big Balls is the big loser with that one, with Sadistic King losing 5 and 6 positions themselves respectively.
Yeah, they might have lost a few positions, but they'll definitely be a bit better when there's less grip for the runners out front. Because if the guys are using less traction control, they know what it's like to be on one tyres, like straight off the back. So they're going to be way faster.
Vapor diving it down the inside of Rosie there. Sorry to cut in front of you. Yeah, Rosie giving him the elbows there on the inside. She's still not giving up, but she has to concede then going through onto the joining section of the track there. But elbows out between the two drivers there for sure down into turn 1 and 2. Yellow flag, sector 1. Nivi looks like he's gone around.
Yeah, Nivi's
oh, there's a Renault going off in the background. Fabi's into the wall through that curve. He's lost him front wing. He's still in the Grand Prix though. Luckily for him, he needs to be careful with the rejoin.
Yeah, he's managed to rejoin just without anyone else. There's just Nivi behind, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a consequence at the moment. Nivi's going to be able to get past on the straight, I think. And Fabi is luring Nivi through, I think, or he's just signaling he's going to be going into the pits at the end of this lap. And Nivi, oh, I thought he had damage as well. He doesn't, as the Renault now comes into the pits. Quite a bit more battling at the front, I'd say.
Vapor's after having a great run on Jay Lawler there. He's on the outside though into the left-hander. What's going to happen? Jay Lawler keeps the car on the inside. Nicely done. Gets the run up the hill, gets the position back there. Lawler up the hill. Great racing between the two lads.
Smalley is 6 tenths off of Emerson at the moment, with Dixon just behind. Tekken is pushing them. They're all in a straight line at the moment.
We're on board with Tekken
it's anyone's race. He's on board with Tekken. He's taking the DRS. He has Timgui behind. He's going to be making a move into turn 1. Just around the right inside, making the dive bomb. Just locks up, but he seems to have got the lead there. Just nowhere else he could have placed that car, but it was a perfect place nonetheless. And Vapor Hayden's pushing on Tekken now. He's using all of his overtake. That's not a good idea, but he will have constant DRS.
Rosie running wide in the background there on board of Vapor going through this corner. As you say, looking at Tekken there, getting them into the sights now, waiting to pull a move on him with Jay Lawler just behind as well. Bit of a DRS train, as you alluded to there, Links, developing here in this race, but that is to be expected with such a short track and everyone being so close in qualifying.
Yeah, you'll end up seeing quite a lot of people just pushing now, so they can just fall back into a pretty nice rhythm. You'll see a lot of more overtakes towards the end of the race. Vapor Hayden just showing that he's a bit faster than Tekken as he goes round.
He is around. There we go. He's out there going off there in the background.
And I just jumped on with Stay Yeo, and he seems to have overtaken the car on the grass, so he's conceding the position back now.
Yeah, we just jumped off board there from Vapor, thinking it was all done and dusted with, but yeah, he was around.
There's a slow car, there's TTV Dixon. He was very slow through turn 7 and 8. Not sure what happened there, but he's dropped down. Timgui and Tekken in 3rd and 4th now, respectively. Tim Gui's just 1.6 seconds behind twos at the front at the moment. He's not going to gain any DRS, but the guys behind may not even get DRS from him, so he might be able to settle into a really nice rhythm here. As Tekken's being pressured by 2 cars behind now between Dixon and Jay Lowy.
Rosie getting swallowed up, and oh, looks like Steve's trying it down the inside too. This is some great racing there for 7th, 8th, 9th between all the drivers there. Rosie trying to get back at the cars in front.
On to 5 and 6. I thought they were going
wide.
Yeah, I was going to say they looked like they were about to go 3 wide. I wouldn't push that.
Tell you, the boys just kind of got their elbows out there. You know, Rosie got bullied out a little bit into turn 1, being passed from Banto, and then Steele just took the advantage. But Rosie was trying to get back at them with the run. She just couldn't quite make it through, as you say, with that 3 wide.
Yeah, he's going to be pushing up, and Tim Gui has just made 2 moves on the straight. That is a very sneaky and dangerous move to do. There was no cars near him, but there was definitely cars behind that Renault who was trying to get slipstream. I wouldn't be surprised if that was reported in the end for double moving in straight.
We did miss it, in fairness. You're talking about Tingui, and there's a big battle going on up here, as you say. Yeah, we're looking at Lawler now.
Jay Lowy is just joining the edit now. Yeah,
we got the 4 cars all within 1 TV shot. Here we go. There they all are there. Through the second last corner, a bit of a wiggle there from Tekken, so he loses the drive, but he does have the slipstream of the car in front. Tim Gui, it doesn't have the DRS either to take advantage of, so he could be a sit and duck down this straight. Let's see how the cars behind get on. Oh, Tim Gui's already trying to block, as you say, to the inside.
Yeah, that was another cheeky move across the track. But it seems like the drivers aren't really doing much at the moment, because it was just before the braking zone.
I think, to be fair to Tim Gui, right, he's moving to the inside to block at the start of the straight, and then yes, he's turning aggressively back to take the racing line, but there is no car there, so
yeah, he's taking aggressively, just trying to lose Tekken and Lowy. TTB Dixon's going to be getting into this fight again as well, just pushing it at the back. He might be opening overtake just to try and get back up with those guys.
Tekken needs to do something here to defend from Lawler behind. Lawler taking the alternative line through there, getting a bit of a run out of the last corner. It seems to be on down into turn 1. Tekken will have to go defensive and attacking at the same time.
It doesn't look like Jay Lau is going to go for the move. It's just dirty air and slipstream at the same time. It's not what you want. You've got the car in front to slipstream you. You've got the car behind going the dirty air and slipstreaming as well. You're not going anywhere.
It's a difficult situation they all find themselves in. Yeah, a bit of an aggression again there from Tim Gui, but
there is a Renault, the Favi Phenom has crashed at the not the death chicane, the death curb.
Yeah.
And we have our first safety car on lap 11.
Going up to it now. There he is there on the inside. Wheel, front left, front right, up and over the cockpit. Not a good thing. Favi, what happened, you mate? But yeah, as you say, Lynx, the first safety car of the race on lap 11. Anyone gonna take advantage of this to get a new fresh set of boots? Let's see.
Yeah, Emerson's going in, Smalley's going in just behind, Tim Gui's staying out, Tekken is going in, are we going? Yayo's going in,
everyone seems to be following the leader.
Going in, Deluxe is going to be double stacking there. I'm not sure whether that's a good idea. Big Balls Bowles has got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Deluxey and Rosie are double stacking. That's going to play very harshly into the race. Quite a lot of teams actually double stacking. The Haas guys are as well.
It's just not good. Are these guys in the same party chat I wanted to communicate between the teammates and the rest of the drivers?
I don't think they are. You don't really get to talk about a lot of strategy. That's the sort of downside of this. You just don't get to talk strategy with your teammate half of the time. And in situations like this, everyone wants to take advantage of the safety car. Everyone's close up now, and if everyone's on fresh tyres or just worn-in tyres now, like the top three, you're gonna see quite a bit of diversity, but you're gonna also have all of the drivers going for that 1 second special gap between each other, so they can actually race, and it's gonna be a DRS train to the max on turn 1.
100% it is, but it packs the pack back up again, which is what we like to see as well. They were quite close to, as you've seen, a few battles developing through the race there. We were following them nice and closely. They were sorting themselves out, but again, this is the spanner amongst the works, the cat amongst the pigeons that these drivers, everyone has to deal with on the fly with the strategy call. And as you say, a few of them being caught out by their teammates, being in the pit lane at the start with Rosie and their looks to be the two I'm going to pick out on that example. But yeah, these drivers now need to get their heads down. A few of them have nice... The top three haven't pitted, but Emerson, Hilton, downwards all have. So they're the second group on the tyres. So yeah, you'd expect to see them kind of picking off the top three now sooner rather than later after the safety car restart.
Yeah, since we're in safety car, I'm going to look at the penalties. Liam Yeh in third place has a 3 seconds. Big Balls Bath has a 5-second penalty. And Becco 44 has a penalty as we're about to go green again. I'm on board with Tim Gui. Who will you be on board with for the start?
I'm going to stick on Emerson Hilton 44 here because he's the one with the newer softs. Going to try and get a good run on the cars in front, so it's going to be interesting to see how he gets on.
I think Tim Gui is going to be absolutely bolting it, and Deluxy has just hit the back of Sadistic King, or the front of the Sadistic King, and that's a 5-second penalty. That's a 5-second penalty actually for both of them. Big Balls Bowles has got one as well, as we're back racing, and Tim Gui seems to have caught out quite a few of the drivers.
Well, Emerson here is battling with Smalley as well behind.
That's 3 wide.
Yep, looking like it's going to get dodgy into there. Nicely done as they kept it all clean.
Yeah, they got the lapped car of Dan Murphy in there as well. He's ghosted, so it shouldn't really make too much of a difference, but Liam Yeh's got another 3-second penalty. He's in 6th at the moment. His teammate's overtaken him.
These guys...
And Smalley's just hit the back of Emerson.
Yeah,
almost
and Emerson hitting the Williams in front. These guys are super aggressive on this restart. They know they need to get by, and as we say, Smalley is right up Emerson's jack side. So
Emerson's going to be making the move on TT Thief 03 Dixon going into the turns 9 and 10 as Tim Gui just locks up at the front. The guys on newer tyres seem to really be pulling away now. Emerson's just got Tim Gui with 14 laps worth of softs. Fair play to him.
Smalley's on the overtake. He's sniffing it down the inside of Emerson, but he's opted not to for this moment.
Yeah, Emerson's so much faster than Tim Gui on so much less worn softs, and that's going to be a move going into turn number 5 and 6, I think. Yeah, Tim Gui's not even going to be fighting this one, I don't think.
No, Tim Gui be good to get out of the way, but it looks like Smalley's going to be the one who loses out now to Emerson in the traffic, so that's put dividends to his challenge for the lead at the moment as we see him running wide. Tim Gui getting him back on the inside, but it should be done and dusted with it, to be fair. We'll have a look back down the grid now because everything seems to be settling itself out at the front of the field.
Deluxe is taking over Bantoft on the final turn and just caught that. And Bantoft's not going to be fighting that one. Emerson sets the new fastest lap of a 1 minute straight.
Bantoft is right up there, looks though, coming back at him. Hards against softs down into the braking zone. Bantov has just backed off on that one. He knows he's not fighting him at the moment with Durlux being on the softs. So where's the battle at the moment? Vapor Hayden, he's back on it now behind Rosie there for 8th and 9th. He's gonna pull out. He is.
Might be. He was looking for that move. He was definitely looking for that move. I don't think he's going to be taking that, as there's not much else. They back to free Dixon though. Dixon's on 5th laps, medium, and Stayeo just breezes past with the new softs. No challenge at all there.
No point if you're on new softs.
Yeah, you'll be looking for another safety car to do anything. And Emerson Hilton sets a literally 1,000 seconds faster on his lap time. So he's got all the clean air he'll ever want and need at the front.
That's good for Emerson now. He's able to stretch his legs out there. But Vapor made the move on Rosie there. And he's going after Liam now as well. Liam on the 16 lap old medium, so Vapor on the 4 lap old soft. So it should be a slam dunk here. Well, he's not risking it into this left-hander. Smart move from himself.
Yeah, I've just seen that Smalley's got a 3-second penalty just trying to catch up to Emerson Hilton. Smalley finished 3rd in last week's race. Emerson finished 1st. And Smalley got the fastest lap then. Let's see whether as Vapor makes the move on Liam. That was a really clean move, just on the inside. Couldn't really defend that.
That was nicely done in fairness. And he gets the DRS as well, so Liam could be subject to a dive bomb from Rossi behind, but no.
Yeah,
not
Jay
right
Lau
now.
has just dived. He's just dived into the pits. He's changed wing. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He's going on to possibly hards for the rest of the race.
Also think there, I'd be going on a set of hards anyway myself. Sure, why not?
Yeah, you've got. We've only had 18 laps at the moment. Smalley is now 2.6 seconds away from Emerson Hilton. Someone's
Derluxel had a half spin there. You probably heard me gasping a little bit of air because I seen it. Just about, so we just got the end of it there on the TV cameras. It was in the background.
Yeah, we'll need oxygen masks at this rate.
I'm telling you, these guys are battling all over the place on this track now. To be fair, they're giving each other a good run for everyone's money. To be fair.
Yeah, and Rosie's going to be making the move on Liam. Yeah, going into turn number 1. Just diving on the inside. Both of them giving each other plenty of space. Liam, just gets the move blocked. But there is another DRS zone and another pretty heavy braking zone to go. Rosie's going to have everything open at the moment to try and make this move. Just try and get in front of the old...
Yeah, Rosie's stuck between a Liam and Tekken sandwich right now. She needs to concentrate on attacking Liam in front of her and defending from Tekken behind, closing up nicely on the brakes there. She did. So, as you say, trying to get a good run out of the last corner. She doesn't have much ERS though, Lynx. So it's gonna make it difficult for her, to be fair.
Yeah, we've got. She might not have much ERS, but she's definitely got the slipstream. She's definitely got DRS, and this might be another move into turn 1 just to back, but just pushes Liam more wide. So Liam definitely knows that Rosie's there. He might be making a mistake at some point, or one of them might just make a mistake.
Liam doing a fantastic job of car positioning right now for the moment. Rosie getting a run
Rosie's
with the
going on the
DRS.
outside. She's got better tyres, so she might just make it
lovely
work, and she does. Amazing move. Just gotta make sure not to touch the death curve, and she's clear.
What an amazing move there from Rosie. That's why we like to see it. Enough room given between drivers, but just about. And she makes the move stick.
Yeah, Vapor's right on the back of Dixon, who's right on the back of Tim Gui, and that's going to be an easy move even before the DRS zone. think Dixon's going to be kicking himself that he doesn't quite have the tyres at the moment. That's 20 laps of mediums.
Same with Tim Gwee
Vapor's
in
right
fourth.
at the back of Tim Gwee's as well.
Tim Gwee, in fairness, is making these softs last 20 laps. He's doing a fantastic job at the moment.
I honestly didn't know you could set softs to the last 20 laps. Well, I guess I've been proved.
Well, they might have a puncture, yeah. Let's jump on board of Tim Gwee in case that happens.
Let's not go on to any George Russell. We don't want a George Russell situation here. They're in such a good position.
He's locking up the front inside tyre here and there.
He'll have 50 pence pieces.
Yeah,
stop signs for tyres.
I'm going to jump back to Tekken, Liam and D Miles are here all battling now at the moment, all within a couple of tenths of each other. And Derluxi as well on the back of this.
Tekken's surprisingly not got the overtake button on. The Pink wants to push behind at the moment, just doesn't want to make the mistake. He wants to be playing the long game with Liam.
Derluxi and Davy going side by side through turn 2. Just about. Nicely done, lads. Fair play to you. Great move by Derluxi. Starting it off in turn 1, finishing it off on the outside of turn 2 there.
Yeah, the German and the Welshman going right against each other there. Tekken and Liam are still having a bit of a battle here. It might not look like much, but when the DRS and the ERS comes out, you're going to see a lot of pushing. 21 laps on soft with Tim Gwee at the moment. Amazing job. He's in his pit window. And he's not pitting, so I'm not sure whether he has less tyre wear than he thought.
Here's Tekken on Liam right now.
Vapor. Tekken and Liam, yep. Just going almost side by side there. Tekken's got Rosie to worry about. They're on the same lap. Old mediums. Rosie, the Mercedes who didn't lose out in the pit stop. Deluxe in 10th. Has managed to stay somewhat within the fight.
It's a Mercedes sandwich. Mercedes at the 7th and in 10th, all leading.
Well, and in 9th if you count if it's painted pink.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, the Pink Panther, the Pink Mercedes there in 9th from Liam, doing a great job there on them 22 lap all medium. Same as Tim Gwee up in 5th at the moment as well on them softs. Making the alternate strategy work as of now.
Yeah, I know that Lucas Pucastle isn't here, but I would like to say that his AI is doing an amazing job on 20 lap old hards.
Tekken diving it down the inside of Rosie. He thought better of it at the last second, so he's trying to get by here. Derlux has made it past Liam as well. I'd missed that myself.
Yeah, I think that Tekken's just going a little bit distracted by the AI. Well, not the AI, the ghosted Dan Murphy 92. Because you're usually taught not to go through cars. That's usually not a good idea. And yeah, it's just a little off-putting when you have a ghost car in front of you.
Oh, it definitely is. It just messes up your braking point, your eyesight, your eye line as well. But like, in fairness to Dan Murphy, like, what's he kind of meant to do? As we have a look,
Deluxe is making the move now. Deluxe is just going to have the better performance being on softs instead, and almost hits the back of Rosie, his teammate as well. He's got to be very careful there. They're going to play the constructors game.
A little bit squirrely on the exit there. Might give Tekken the run back down the hill. Yeah, it looks like they might be side by side, but it looks like Tekken's going to pull back in before the braking zone. Thought better of it.
Yeah, he has got a better exit there though. Deluxe was looking to try and push that outside move and ended up ended up compromising himself as Tekken now has a 3-second time penalty, just going a bit.
That's because their Luxie ran wide. That's because their Luxie ran wide and caused them to go wide.
Yeah, I think we might see that one being asked to be removed very nicely to the stewards.
That's a good strategy, though. If you've got the brain power to think of it at the time, let alone trying to keep a Formula One car on the track. I think their Luxie there.
Yeah, we don't know what the Codemasters stewards
their
are
Luxie's around. He's putting the pressure on his teammate, and he spun it. Just looking at him there, he's after cracking. Oh, sick, and all that hard work.
That's not going to be good for him.
All that hard work that he's done, he just watches it go down the track there. He hasn't lost too much time, but he's back to 11th, so
he hasn't got any damage either. So he's just reset his position.
He's got to just redo all the passes we watched him do 2 minutes ago. Yeah. Brilliant for us.
We 30 second elapsed to sort of decide this now, and possibly more safety cars. There is a Ferrari and an Alfa Romeo going side by side somewhere across the track. It's Emerson just getting past Lucas Pucastle. I thought there could have been a move going on there.
Seeing it down in the track map as well. It can get confusing.
I will say that Sadistic and Big Balls Bowles are having a nice little battle at the back as well. Going side by side already. Big Balls Bowles just getting the DRS. And the move's over before the corner.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, they're making a move as well. Back to them. But yeah,
it's an amazing midfield for them.
There's a great couple of battles going on here. Tekken has caught Rosie, putting pressure on her. Derlux is trying to make his way back up after that mistake, trying to pick off Liam now as well. And then Damil's bringing up the rear with a few cars in the background also. So this is an amazing battle on track now, I have to say.
Yeah, Tekken's going to have the DRS. And
as we have a look at Liam coming into the pits, pulling the trigger with everyone around him. So what does everyone else do next lap?
It looks like Tekken has a pin strap there, just going onto the paint. But it seems it's gone ahead very well. He seems to be past Rosie now, and he's got TTV 03 Dixon to worry about.
Yeah, I think
and
he
then
passed
Dixon in front. Tim Gui in front of them.
Passed her into turn one. He did. We missed it off the camera, but got the exit of the corner from them. So just missed it with the timing side of things there. But looking at Tekken from on board of Rosie here, what's she gonna do? She's on 15 lap old medium, so you could come in and take your second stop at a race, but you'd want to kind of stick it out really at the moment, wouldn't you?
Yeah, we're just over halfway into the race, and we've had a safety car already. What's to say we can't have another one?
There's Tim Gui coming into the pit lane now.
Yeah, 28 laps on softs, he needs to be in.
Rosie back on Tekken down into the braking zone at turn one and using that DRS to her advantage, and very well done. Great manoeuvre from herself there, blocking the inside there for Tekken so he can't get the switcheroo onto the back straight now. These two have been kicking lumps into each other for the last couple of laps there, Lynx.
Yeah, Rosie finished 8th last round, and Tekken didn't even finish in the points last round, so I'd like to say that Tekken's on some pretty good ground here to get more points than Rosie, just to get a bit of a bit better chance in the constructors as well as the drivers' championships. He's got to get some good points. His teammate just got caught out by the death curve.
He needs to anyway. Now it is a Tekken's time to get the DRS down the main straight. Yes, it is. He pulls out a slipstream. Rosie isn't going to battle it too hard. Down into turn one. Very nicely done from Tekken and Rosie there, giving each other a bit of racing room. And is it going to be the same now next lap? I wonder.
They've had a right little ding-dong battle. We have Deluxy in the pits. after a spin, he definitely took a bit of life out of those tyres and flat spot them a bit. So it's a good idea to go into the pits at the moment for him. Fair play to the drivers, 29 laps on mediums, and that I think we could go about more than half race distance. Way more than half race distance there.
That is crazy. As you say, on a set of mediums for TTV, Dixon with 30 laps on them now. He's really brought them out, so much so, I don't think there'll be any more Pirelli on any of that tyre. As Rosie launches it down the inside of Tekken at turn 1, Tekken keeps it on the outside though. So Rosie gets the inside for turn 3. Yes, she does. They're still side by side through this section onto the back straight side by side. Who's going to get the DRS? Looks like Rosie's got the DRS, so she's able to pull away down the straight. So she made that move stick as it started in turn 1 links.
Yeah. Both of them on the exact same lap hold time. Since
wide.
Just in front of them, so I think Rosie and Tekken, they'll either need to work together here to try and catch the front, or they'll need to wait out for a safety car and just keep giving us a bit of action, to be honest. Di Miles on 18 laps of softs here in 8th. He's going into the pits now, possibly for a set of hards or mediums. I'll be checking on that one for you. And he's going on to medium tyres, possibly to the end.
Keeping it on the inside through turn 2. They're literally doing the same moves to each other, lap in, lap out. Sorry there, Link.
And that's a switchback as well for Rosie. I just went back on.
And she gets the DRS. These two are kicking lumps into each other. What a great race between these two drivers, I'm telling you. Great entertainment in the commentary booth here watching them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they come back into the pits after the race and they have a bit of... I wouldn't be surprised if the entire front half of their car is just bare carbon by the end of it. They're scraping paint off each other.
And they still have their front wings.
Exactly.
So, yeah, doing amazing here now, to be fair. Great racing between the two drivers. And as we see, Tekken lining up the DRS again. But Rosie will have it in front as well. Does she go for a block move? No, she doesn't. She gives him the inside. So he's down there now under the braking zone. Nicely done. Rosie trying to stick it off into the second corner, but it was cut off nicely by Tekken. The switcheroo again.
These guys are now battling for 4th and 5th. It's absolutely vital for all of the drivers here to try and get the most points they can. And these guys, they're not giving each other any room. They both want those points so badly at the moment.
So these guys have passed each other at turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 there. All we need now is turn 5, well the main turns anyway. Turn 5 and turn 6, and in the last corner we're good. These guys are swapping positions left, right and centre.
I think if we had a DRS, oh hang on,
McLaren's off, Sadistic King.
That Sadistic King, he's just spun around from the death curb, I think, or just before it. He's got a Mercedes of Deluxy to worry about right behind him as well. Deluxy is angry and ready to hunt.
Looks like Tekken has had a better run now, a much cleaner overtaking turn 1, but Rosie again getting the good run out of that onto the back straight. What happens now? She made it stick the last time, but I think Tekken is keeping the car in front for the moment. So I think it's taken about 5 or 6 laps, but he's finally made this move stick more than 2 or 3 corners so far.
Yeah, well, you wanted your final corner pass, this might be it.
Here we go, Rosie lining him up. It'd be easier though just to sit there and wait for the DRS, which he's got now. As you see Tekken running a bit wide as well. Here we go, round 7
that's
into
overtake
turn
open,
1.
that's DRS open, possibly Rich Mix, and she's going. Hayden has went into the pits now. He had an absolutely amazing run on his tyres. And TTV Dixon has not pitted through the entirety of the race, 34-lap-old mediums. Fair play, lad.
34-lap-old mediums, but yeah, he's in second place. That's really, really good. That's
Oh,
mad.
hang on. Tekken's making a move on Rosie again. Or trying.
Trying to. Smalley's catching them
In
now.
this fight now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's on 2-lap-old mediums, so I think Smalley might have a bit of an advantage here. We might see him breeze past both of them.
Here's this pass into the last corner, is it? Smalley.
Is it? Smalley making it? Yes, he is!
There we go! Lovely jubbly!
We've got a pass, at
Nicely
least on
done.
every main corner on the track. Smalley's going to be trying to get Rosie. That is a massive jump on as well. So there's a pass into turn 1 as well.
It's part of this battle.
Statistic King has binned at the death chicane, and there is a virtual safety car.
BSC.
That's twice he's been caught out.
Yeah, in the same corner, 2 laps in a row.
Yeah, Nivi and Big Balls Bell taking advantage straight away into the pits. And Bantoft has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety.
Not good, Bantoft.
Naughty.
Do you know what though? That is one of these things, these safety cars, virtual safety cars, near the end of the race, the drivers are getting a bit tired mentally and physically as well, being such a long race and so quick and just elbows out, as you'd imagine. It's easy to shut off when these situations occur, and the lapse of concentration, bang, joy tube penalty, speeding under pit lane, front wing damage, these things can all happen, and they're totally, if you think about it, unnecessary.
Yeah, TTV Dixon has his chance to get off of those tyres now.
He's in the pit lane now.
He's possibly going on to a set of I think he's going on to softs. Yes, he is.
Tekken and Rosie in the pit lane too, so it looks like a lot of people have taken advantage of this.
Mediums again. Rosie has softs on. Sorry, that's Dixon. Rosie in front, she has got softs on though. Yeah. There is a conceptual slug casting.
So they come just behind Jay Lawler at the moment. A bit of side-by-side action behind there between a Renault and TTV Dixon.
Yeah, that's Tekken and Dixon going into the fight. Deluxey right behind them. So Deluxey might be back in the fight with some of the people he was fighting with earlier.
Nicely done, Deluxe, after that spin, getting himself back up there, as you say, with that main group on the track. It seems as if the pit stops have spread the field out just ever so slightly.
Yeah, everyone's pit at least once now. Quite a lot of people on 2 stops. Bantoft on 1 stop, Liam on 1 stop, Tim Gwee on 1 stop, Dixon on 1 stop, and Lucas's AI still hasn't stopped yet on 33 lap halves.
Good man, Dan Murphy on 25 lap old hards there as well himself.
Yeah, he had an incident on lap 1. He just wants to finish the race.
Too right. Not many people falling out of this race though so far. Sadistic King, Lucas and Fabi are the 3 drivers that have retired. Dan Murphy, as you say, has had a bit of an incident-packed race as well at some stages, so he's out of contention for now. Another safety car would bring him back in.
Yeah, Bantoff's he's got optimal fuel warning at the moment, so he's only just got enough fuel to end the race. He's still got his drive-through penalty to worry about.
Yeah, he
so
does, doesn't he?
He's going to be dropping down the order quite a bit, I think.
Rosie, TTV, putting pressure on her here at the moment. Yeah, she's not going to battle that too much.
Rosie's got Lowy to worry about. And
she's up the inside of Larry. And she's sticking out. No, Larry puts the elbows out there, not getting by right now, but she still dives down the inside. She's putting the pressure on. These guys are not giving each other the racing room that they need, but they're just about able to make it through.
Yeah, watch Dixon behind them. He might be able to get He might put the scraps off the side. They're side by side through most of the corners now.
Oh, contact!
And
Man, Lars
no.
into the wall. He's into the wall. It was side by side. I don't know. It could have been an unsettled situation, but he is being around. And Banto, safety car. That's the safety car.
Disqualified.
Yeah,
and
for ignoring the safety car. He's ignoring
he thought he'd get away with it.
The drive-through.
And Tinguy has a 5-second penalty now for speeding in the pit lane. I think that might be another one from him. So that's now 2 DNFs, a DSQ. Where else are we going to see in this race? We've got 17 laps.
Rosie's into 5th place. That's after working out brilliantly for her. As we see everyone, some other people coming through the pit lane, as you say. But I think, who got disqualified there? Banto kind of got caught out with that safety car. I don't know, because you've 3 laps to take it. And then the safety car came out, and then he was disqualified. So I
think he went through the start-finish line just as the safety car came out.
All right.
And you can't serve penalties under safety cars, so he was playing it risky, actually going out there, trying to stay out to not serve it under safety car, and he ended up screwing it up.
Well, that's it.
Smalley is now leading this race. Emerson Hilton went on to new softs. And he's got some lap traffic in front of him to worry about. Lowy and Miles, sorry. So those two will be able to go past the safety car, and the safety car now picks up Smalley.
Just
behind.
Yeah, Steele came in.
Play, the Alfa Romeo duo are right up there.
They really are. Vapor has been having some great passing manoeuvres. He's been carving his way through the field, in fairness to him, all race long. Every time we go on board, he's either side by side of somebody or lining up his next victim. Same with Rosie as well. She's been having a great battle there in front of that main pack, that main gaggle of cars there. I think it was about 5, maybe 6 at one stage, and nobody, her teammate as well, Derluxi, was making his way up before he spun around. So that's really been a central point of this race there as well, with Tekken also being involved in a lot of that, and Liam. So coming back up to the leaders, as you say, Smalley hasn't pitted. He's on a set of 8-lap old mediums, but he has inherited the lead. Emerson Hilton on a set of softs. He had about a 7-second lead at one stage before that safety car. So he was looking very tasty there. You'd expect him to, with the fresher tyres, get a jump on Smalley at some stage. But that's just me saying it. It's one thing getting there, it's another thing passing, I suppose, Lynx.
Yeah, Tekken's got a bit of an issue for his safety car restart. He has Dan Murphy, the car in 16th at the moment. He is going to be in the way on the restart, I'd say. There's a bit more of a gap to Dixon and Tekken than they would want. And I think that might play into a bit of an issue unless Tekken is faster than Dixon, as Dixon just slams into the back of Rosie. Rosie getting a 5-second penalty for something she couldn't avoid.
Dixon.
And
Dixon's pulled off the track now as well.
Yeah, Dixon's got a 5-second penalty for hitting Rosie in the back, but Rosie got one for something she... So I think we're going to see Rosie go ahead and defend that one.
Well, the red mist will descend on that anyway. It would for me, I'm telling you. JD man got 5-second penalty for something I didn't even do. It's bad enough when I do the thing that I deserve the penalty for.
Yeah. So that thing I said about Dixon, don't worry about that now. We'll have to change Dixon into Rosie. Tekken and Rosie having amazing battles throughout this race, and they get to do it more.
Looking forward to this restart, hopefully now on this lap. It's lap 43 of 57 into the closing stages of this Grand Prix, with the drivers out in front there, Smalley, Emerson Hilton in second, Vapor Hayden in third, Rosie in fourth, Tekken in fifth, Steo sixth, Dear Luxie in seventh, Becco in eighth, Nibby in ninth, and Liam, yeah, rounded out your top 10 before this safety car restart.
I'd honestly say that anyone again is in the fight, but Emerson Hilton seems to be in that prime position. He's taken more pit stops, but that just means he's had a bit of a faster time on track, as the safety car is confirmed to go in this lap.
So
Smalley just pushing the pack together.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Smalley takes control of the pack there, bringing it down to a really slow pace, but as he is entitled to, he just doesn't need to accelerate aggressively and brake aggressively. He just needs to keep it calm, keep it steady.
We don't really want to be seeing a next edition of
Magello.
Well, yeah, Magello first lap. We don't want to be seeing another one of those, as the safety car is in the pits. So
he's gone.
Realistically, Smalley can go whenever he wants, and he just does it before the braking point.
Very
so he has
nicely
a really
done.
fast run into. But Emerson has an even better run.
Emerson with full ERS open here, side by side. It's happening just as they came across the line. What are they going to do down into the braking zone? Smalley defending the inside. Emerson getting the switcheroo. What a manoeuvre by Emerson on the softs. Great racing from the two lads, but I don't think Smalley really had a chance at the end of it. But that was great nonetheless from everybody. Yellow flag in sector 1. What's going on? We'll go back through the pack now, on board with Becco looking back at Liam. Any battles going through here? No, not really.
Nah, everyone's just sort of stretched out from being so close together on the safety car restart.
Everyone minding their P's and Q's at the moment.
Although Liam is just holding up to the back of Becco, I'd say that's going to be a move into the final turn.
Becco must be on his ERS.
The first corner.
Lining them up nicely now through the last corner there. This should be a bit of a slam dunk. He's using his overtake now down the main straight. Nicely done. Both of them are though, I think.
Behind we have Nivi and Becco, Nivi and Tingui, the two teammates going side by side, hitting each other, and just compromises Tingui's time, and Lowy goes fast. And now with TV Dixon just behind him, and Miles behind him.
Nivi had a bad exit there as well, gives Lawler an old jump on the inside, coming down the back straight. Oh, TTV nearly into the back of him there as well. Closing up tremendously under the braking zone.
Everyone's so close together, but it's like they've always been.
Yeah.
Dylan got pushed by Liam. Liam's got a bit of a gap to Becco behind because those two loads of fight. I can't even speak. And Liam, no!
Oh,
Liam. Turn 9 and turn 10, he just didn't have the traction.
No. Looking like these two boys here. Oh, look at this side by side.
Doesn't matter.
Timbo, the two teammates there, not giving each other an inch.
Yeah, in the meantime, Liam has DNF'd from the session in 15th at the moment. He just had a terrible time there, and he knew he possibly couldn't have clawed that back. He's got to have had a warning for that one.
Broke up a little bit there. What did you say?
Steyea was just too hard with Vapor just passing him now, leaving literally. And he makes the move.
Nicely done, nicely done. Everyone battling through the field now.
Yeah, Deluxe's just hitting the diffuser of Tekken as well. So Deluxe's really clawed it back, 16 lap old mediums, and he's pushing Tekken to the max. We have 11
Big
laps to go,
Balls
and
is around at the back.
Big Balls is around.
Here we jump on board, and now we'll go back to the main battle on track now. Who do we have here? Derluxi's closing up on Tekken, or is Tekken pulling away from Derluxi?
I think it's a bit of both. Deluxe seems to always be in the right spots to get a DRS, but Tekken just seems to have the better tyre life, so he can swing it through the corners a bit better. Yep, Deluxe definitely has that DRS open. He's just not in the right area for the slipstream.
Look back
Yet.
A few side-by-side battles there. Nivea and Dimia giving each other the old elbow down the straight and into the first corner. These two are not giving each other real eyes. Yeah. Running them out wide.
He just made an absolutely amazing move there. It's gotta be said. That was an absolutely amazing move around the outside there.
It was good. Anna was elbows out at the exit there. I don't think they'll be sending each other too many Christmas cards at the moment.
Yeah, Smalley's just been passed by Steyeo, and both of them are battling for position. Both of them have the same penalties.
Just gonna say, did we miss that there? I think we did. Steyeo, as you say, gets past Smalley there for second place.
Mazzle's in the chat asking where everyone's puppies are. Steyeo and Smalley have 3 seconds each. Rosie has 8 seconds. Tekken and Lowy have 3 apiece. Deluxi has 6. Tingui has a 5 seconds. And I will say that Rosie, she has a 5 seconds she wouldn't have wanted. Becco has 6. Di Miles has 18. Big Balls Bars has 5, or someone under safety car restart. Nibby has 2. Not, let me rephrase that. He now has 3 3 lots of 3-second time penalties, and Dan Mick on freeze at the back.
We have it up there now on my screen there, just for anyone there looking at YouTube trying to get an idea here. But yeah, I like to kind of think of them penalties as something that we can figure out after the race. I like to see it's all about the bragging rights really at the end of the day. Who's gonna finish in front on track, and that's what matters to myself, obviously.
Yeah, we might have to deduct some 5 seconds at the end to see where people might actually be. As Emerson Hilton has left the session, that's something he wouldn't have wanted. That AI is going to take control.
Oh, that is not good for the leader. Let's jump on board with him. He's losing seconds, hand over fist to Steo in second position. It's already down to 1/10. He's going for the lead. He's made it. Steo is taking the lead from Emerson Hilton. That is not good news. Smalley in second there as well. So this is disaster for the Alfa Romeos for Emerson Hilton, but elation for the McLarens and the Red Bulls at the moment. Links.
Yeah, the Steyeo and Smalley are just battling it out. This is going to be for position, as both of them have 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Emerson Hilton is back in the car, I think. He might be back in the car. No, he just unghosted for a second. I have sent him an invite, so hopefully he can actually reappear and take life into that car again.
Hopefully he can, because he was looking to be the main man to win this Grand Prix this evening, but unfortunately technical difficulties, as it looks like an engine gremlin or a technical gremlin has...
Yeah, it looks at the moment that Smalley and Steyeo are definitely battling for position, but Smalley is also battling to not be third, as he has the 3-second penalty and Vapor Hayden has absolutely nothing.
That is interesting that you say, because if Vapor Hayden can pass Smalley, then the battle's on for the lead.
Yeah, Vapor just needs to make up about a second or so, and
yeah,
he's basically net win. There's nothing you can do about corner cutting penalties. That's all your own doing, most of the time.
Most of the time, indeed. Oh, we're looking at Tim Gooey and Derluxy getting so spicy down there, but they made it stick. Everyone getting spicy, but getting through. Emerson, is he back in? Yes, he is. He looks like he's having contact with the cars around him, though. No, he's still ghosting. Right.
No, he just reappears whenever we're on board with him, and then he just goes again. I'm not sure whether he's having massive technical issues. Maybe his Wi-Fi just completely knocked off. Because when I was going to give him an invite again, it said he was offline.
Get onto the ISP.
Yeah, I think he'd be kicking the ISP doors down, even under lockdown.
Burn them on him. I like this SpaceX Starlink situation. So get on top of that, I suppose. Anyway, with 53 laps left gone in this race with 57. These drivers are coming close to the end of the race now with only, what was that, 4 laps left to go?
That's 4 or 5 laps to go, yeah.
So Steo leads the way. He seems to be pulling away as well from Smalley here. So looking tasty for the McLaren at the moment. Smalley is second.
Steyeo has 11 lap old softs as Vapor Hayden gets his first penalty, which takes him out of possibly winning the race.
Still in third though, but it has ruined his second position, and maybe
he's behind him. But he is dropped down massively now. He's on 18 lap old mediums, and slowly is just dropping back because he's on 21 lap old mediums. Newest tyres out on track is with Dixon, and he seems to be nowhere near Tekken at the moment. It could all change though.
So we're on board of Tekken here now, on board at the old reliable, the old faithful. He is closing back up to Rosie here, who is also battling Jay Lawler there for 4th, 5th, 6th. And TTV Dixon is trying to make his way onto the back of this gaggle of cars too. So with only less than a handful of laps left now, it's all to play for the bottom half of these points links.
Yeah, Tekken's way faster than Rosie as well, I'd like to point out. But Rosie's on softs, but her softs are way more worn and in worse condition than those mediums. So Tekken definitely went for a bit of a better strategy just to go on the more robust tyre. I think we could see an overtake just before the end of the race here. Maybe even past Lowy possibly.
I'd like to say there for Dan Murphy, although he had a bad race, he's actually been thereabouts with the pace. He's sticking on the back of the race leader. And
yeah, I'd say he's just had bad luck, really, just hitting a few bumps in the road, just spinning around a bit. And I'd happily say that he would definitely be up there. He got 10th in last race, so he's definitely one of the front runners on his good days. He just had some really bad luck with tyre wear and a bit of spinala.
Yeah, we all have it even on our good days. But Tekken looking very menacing behind Rosie now. He's getting a good run out of the last corner.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, side by side down into the braking zone now. Nicely done, Rosie tries to squeeze it.
Again.
Yeah. Telling you, Tekken will be having nightmares.
Yeah, I think TTV Dixon's going to be having an absolutely amazing time there. He's one of the only drivers on the grid to not have a penalty. The other two being ghosts by AI at the moment. So TTV Dixon is the only actual person currently who is penaltyless.
Fair play to him. Emerson Hilton too, though, down to 14th, but he's what do you call it, ghosting at the moment, so he doesn't get the credit of the full race. Tekken trying to line it up, and TTV as well. Is a triple slipstream. Is it going to be 3 wide? Oh yes, it might be. No,
Lowy's battling Vapor Hayden as well, just trying to get in front, and they touch! They just touch, there's no, I can't see any damage on Vapor Hayden's front wing, but that was definitely a massive tap there. That was a forceful tap, I'd love to say.
What do you call it? Just the old
Just
brown
the old
nose and...
whack the rear tyres. Yeah, just giving each other a little bit less room than they wanted to on
This is the last lap.
Two.
Sorry to jump into you there. Yeah, it is the last lap. The race leader's coming around the last corner. Yeah, Stio wins the Grand Prix. We nearly missed it ourselves looking at the battle there behind with Smalley in second. As we'll jump back and see how it all finishes off. Does Rosie get past? She did get past, unfortunately, at the end by Tekken with the penalties.
Dixon just ran out of fuel on the final lap of the race.
Oh my word! And there he is off into the wall on the back.
Without a penalty, he's either spun or he's ran out of fuel, or maybe just both.
He's crashed out of the last corner, so it must have got a bit spicy with Tekken and Rosie as we were having a look at the race leader. But yeah, what a Grand Prix! Anyway, well done to Steve. He kind of looked into it into a way, but he had to make his own look by being in the right place at the right time. And he's taken the Grand Prix win, Links.
Yeah, he has. He wasn't even in the top 10 last race. I'd love to say he's my driver of the day. 18 places gained.
That's
18 entire places to win the race. I'd happily say he is my driver of the day.
And he's everyone's driver of the day, as you can see there. He thoroughly deserved that now, as you say. 18 positions from the start. That's an unbelievable record there to be had. But well done to him, man. Everyone else having it out behind him, but he was just able to keep his nose clean, like most of the drivers at the front here, and capitalise when other people either made mistakes or the race came to them really more than anything else.
Yeah, so Stayeo from 19th on the grid wins the race today. 1 hour exactly. 1 minute exactly as his fastest lap. I'd like to say that the fastest lap award goes to TTV Dixon, who just manages to take the point away from someone who could have cashed it in. Tekken in the chat saying that women can drive. Women can drive. Rosie is a prime example there. On a good day, without anyone interfering, I'd like to say that she's one of the best drivers on the grid. And wow, that was an amazing fight.
Well, to be fair, I will have to say I've been thoroughly impressed by all the drivers in this league and in this racing tier, and the whole shebang I've watched today. As you say there's been a lot of elbows out racing, not only from Rosie, but as well with the drivers around she was battling as well, and even through the field. They weren't giving each other much, but they gave each other enough, and that's what it's all about. Great racing from everyone out there.
Yeah, I again would just like to reinforce that point. Everyone put on an absolutely amazing show, and I can't wait to see the results from the Tier 2 and all the other races here at, with FTR. And some of these drivers even has some Formula 2 racing going on tomorrow. So I'd love to say that everyone's done an absolutely amazing job today. Everyone's going to do an amazing job tomorrow, and we just have to wait and see what goes on. Yeah,
as you say, that these guys do have some really good racing channels out there. They got the Formula 1 tier and the Formula 2 tier there as well. They do some racing there during the week also. At a nice old time for people like ourselves who are in the UK, in and around the Europe side of things. Do get in touch, do have a look at the YouTube channel and get in contact with Discord. But yeah, again, an absolute great race today, I have to say, by the FRL lads. I have to be honest, brilliant racing all around.
with the racing finished, I think we're all drawn up to a conclusion here that this was an absolutely amazing race. And I would love to say, for everyone still watching, incidents are open.
And with that, we'll take it easy. I've been Lemony Tang. It's been Lynx. It's been a pleasure to have you here in the commentary booth. Thanks for having me. And yeah, we'll see you again. Alright everybody, take it easy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And have a great evening.